Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
My explorers, it is wonderful to be with you. It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. And ladies and gentlemen, when I say that we have a brand new tool in our tool belt to unlock the power of the next level, let me tell you that we have a new tool in our tool belt for unlocking the power of the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mediations with Leslie Tanner, tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing out there? It's wonderful to be with you. It's me, Leslie, creator, founder, and host of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ground zero of the rest of your lives, as you know, as so many of you know, that this is the place that true transformation, and the only place, the final place of transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, there's simply nothing like Explorations with Leslie Tanner on the market anywhere. You can look at snake oil salesmen over here, look at your gurus over there. From sea to shining sea, there is but one program that actually honors the promises that it makes to the tools to foundationally transform the life that we lead in various facets. Namaste to you. How are we? How are we doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my goodness, Peppercorn Patty, I'm freaking the fuck out. No, Namaste, I can hear you say that. That's so funny. That's so funny. Namaste, Peppercorn Patty. I can hear you say that. I can hear your voice say that. I'm freaking the fuck out. I love that. I'm so hyped. Blessings and namaste. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, as Peppercorn Patty said, we are going to be mediating with Leslie Tanner. So as I've said before, guys, I am a legally licensed therapist. And a huge part of my work, a massive part of my work, especially when it comes to dealing with parties of two or more, is mediating conflict. Be that, a roommate situation, be that romance, be that a family unit. it is such an important part of my job to mediate conflict through my work. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking that skill, that highly tuned skill, my sharpened blades of craft, of mediation here to the community of explorations. We will be hosting people on our Discord server, mediating conflict as it arises. There's somebody already slotted up for 8:30, namaste, and we are going to be getting down to brass tacks with them. We're going to be really taking a look at the nature, what's lying at the most fundamental level of the conflict, things that maybe people don't always understand, and it takes a trained eye. It takes a trained eye to be able to see it. Namaste. Namaste to you. Tuvi, great to see you. Tropace, great to see you. Thrin Krypton, namaste to you as well. Blessings and namaste. Thank you for being with us. I appreciate that. Certainly. Let's go ahead and turn that down a little bit. Dialing in some new hardware. How's that looking? Okay, there we go. Namaste, namaste. Thrin Krypton, Tony G, Tuvi Nindi New, manage your imagination. And that's so fun, interesting. Manage your imagination. You know, since I saw your name pop up on my notifications, manage your imagination, I was wondering what that username is about. Can you give us a little bit of a backstory on manage your imagination? I'd love to hear about that. What's that? Do you believe that your imagination needs to be managed? Is that a belief that you have? Namaste. Interesting stuff already. M. Robert Kopp, great to see you. Great to see you, M. Robert. Great to see M. Robert Kopp. Namaste. Going to start an art stream. I'm going to start an art stream and shit. Interesting. So managing your ooh, that's got a different thing. Okay, interesting. I'm bored now. Thank you for sharing that, though. Thank you so much for sharing that. I cannot thank you enough so much for sharing that. But you know, and blessings to you for with the art stream. You know, all the best. Hopefully, we'll be able to raid you, bring the community over there, and see what kind of art is going on. Namaste, everybody. So, guys. Namaste, guys. So here's what's going on. All right, here's what's going on. As it says, Mediations with Leslie Tanner, and we have here's the deal. We've got a small handful of conflicts that have been bubbling up in the community that anyone has been able to see. Anyone has been able to see in plain sight. And we are going to bring a couple of those on air tonight. Real quick guided meditation for Pepperoncini. Bow. Maybe bow wow. All right. The doggies are running, nipping at my heels. Little dogs, little attitudes. Little dogs, little attitudes. Big dogs, big attitudes. Big dogs, big attitudes. Where do these little dogs get the big attitudes is the question I have, and I explore in my mind and heart. I close my eyes and I imagine a little dog with a massive penis. Spiritually speaking, a Chihuahua maybe has some of the biggest penises you can imagine. And maybe like a 10-inch, can of Pringles on a little dog, like a little bonbon dog. Imagine that. Imagine a dog like that having sex. Imagine a dog like that having sex, jacking off. Maybe you jacking off the dog, masturbating a dog, masturbating a big 10-inch Pringle can on a little cherub. Maybe you call him Cherub. Maybe that's his name. Hey, little Cherub, it's time for your jack off. It's time for me to jack off my dog. Namaste. That was for brother Pepperoncini. Namaste, Pepperoncini. Thank you so much for that very beautiful and generous contribution of the 300 bits. Blessings and namaste to you. So guys, as I said, if you're interested in getting involved in a little bit of a mediation, tonight is the night. And guys, halfway through tonight, I do have a special announcement, very exciting announcement. Halfway through tonight, I have a very exciting announcement. It's going to be halfway through the stream. I'll be making a very important announcement for you all. It'll be very exciting for all of you, and it is very important for everyone. And it's going to happen halfway through the stream. Big announcement, halfway through the stream. Namaste. 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 So guys, let's go ahead and a couple orders of business real quick before we get into our first mediation, first and foremost, guys, send me a little something to me. I love getting stuff from you guys. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Guys, I love getting little postcards, little this, that's, and the others from you. I love getting little packages. Cougar Pie sent in a couple of books. We're going to start a story time a little bit later. That's going to be exciting. But namaste. Thank you so much for in advance for the things that you send to me. Personally, I love that contact with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first order of business is over, the P.O. Box, as of course. And then we've got, what do we got? We got this other one, my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for the true materials, you're looking for the real meat on the bones, you're a hungry dog looking to clean the bones of some meat, then what you're looking for is the community of devoted light at patreon.com, where I, Leslie Tanner, host my growing library of exclusive program materials. You simply can't find these things anywhere else. Podcasts, postcard, videos, music downloads, etc., 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 etc. Namaste, everyone. Namaste, please. I'm imploring you to click the link I just dropped into the chat. Namaste, special namaste to Stress Yoga for joining us most recently. Blessings and namaste to you. Now, guys, we're doing something new tonight, and we're about to just jump right in, all right? You're going to figure it out. It makes perfect sense what's going to happen tonight. So listen, tonight is about mediations. Tonight is about mediating conflict in a very exploratory sense. You know that I, Leslie Tanner, do not discourage my explorers from conflict, from confrontation. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I encourage the acknowledgement and expression when you all don't like each other. We are not a community that likes each other. We're not a community built on quote unquote support. You go to any other, one of these child brain streamers that say, "Hey, we support each other here," right? I love how supportive my community is. Really what they're saying is that what they're saying when they're calling themselves a supportive community, and I've seen so many streamers do this. What they're saying is, I know that you people don't like each other, but I better not see it. I know for a fact that many of you do not care for each other in any way, but if I see it, I will actively discourage it because it terrifies me. Because you, my community that I love, how supportive you are, I'm terrified of you. When I say support, I mean repression. I mean the opposite. I don't mean providing an infrastructure through which we can become ourselves, such as the program. I mean a sort of infrastructure that pushes down. That's what they mean. That's what the other streamers mean. But here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, we are going to mediate, and by that we mean foment. By that we mean confront. By that we mean let's get it all out on the table, ladies and gentlemen. We're adults. We don't have to like each other. Some of us do. Many of us don't. So I implore you tonight, as you watch a couple of the pre-scheduled conflicts that I'll be mediating between, some of the more prominent figures in our community, I invite you all to the Discord server. If you've got a beef, bring it to the Discord tonight, and we'll get it on air. Let's get it out. Let's yank on the cords, right? Let's express ourselves. Let's acknowledge who we are and allow ourselves to become who we are tonight on Explorations. Namaste. Okay? Well, so guys, as it makes perfect sense what's going on. We got Mediations with Leslie Tanner. A very important announcement coming up halfway through the stream. I'm extremely excited to share with you. It's going to be very exciting for you to hear me make this announcement halfway through the stream tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, before we do any of that, we have our first mediation lined up. I'm not wasting any time tonight. I'm not wasting any time tonight, okay? That I promise you, that I guarantee you. We've got a couple of maybe two of the more prominent members of this community. One, I know he's got a very busy professional life, and he lurks. I work with him one-on-one sessions behind the scenes. Then we've got that guy, and we've got a producer, brother of devoted light, and streamer himself. So tonight we're starting off with a conflict that's a long time coming. A conflict that's been a long time coming, and it will make sense when we get them both on the air. So guys, give me one moment while I pull them into the room. Here we go. We got this guy, and here I'm gonna mute it so that they can't, no one can hear anything until we're ready. All right, now I'm gonna say, so listen, callers, are we ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah. You want my dog on?
Do I want your what? Oh no, yeah, there's no video. I didn't have time to set up the video. I mean, you can leave it up.
I'm leaving it.
Well, okay, so that's important. So listen, so just to give you guys a little heads up, one of the participants, of our first participants, has video up, the other does not. I didn't have time to set up the video before getting. I just really wanted to get going. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming, for our inaugural mediation with Leslie Tanner, our first two participants that I can't tell you how excited I am to mediate this conflict. Some of you are going to know that the conflict has been there for a while. Some of you are going to be surprised to hear that the conflict exists at all. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming two explorers. First, Brother Toaster. Toaster, are you there?
Hey Leslie, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Toaster, it's wonderful to hear you. Chat, can we hear Brother Toaster on air?
Hey everybody. And by the way, Leslie, can you tell them that I'm the one with my camera on?
Right, so Toaster has his camera on.
Keep my camera on.
Yeah, I have my camera on, so points for Toaster right off the bat for coming prepared.
I guess I don't. I thought
I guess you don't get any points. I guess you don't get any points then. And I get the
Okay,
points.
whoa. Fellas. Not yet. Hold on. Let's establish some ground rules first. So first of all, so we got Toaster. Toaster does have video. It was not a requirement to have video. Toaster chomping at the bit to get going on this. Now,
Shouldn't
okay.
really be points then.
Yeah, let's go on over to Brother Luke Man.
Yeah.
Join me, chat. Join me in welcoming brother and streamer, brother of devoted light, Luke Man. How are you doing tonight, Luke Man?
It's great to be here, Leslie. I am not only excited to settle whatever this is. I'm also excited to find out what it is at the same time, and that's exciting for me.
Acting like he doesn't know.
Interesting.
Fucking
Okay,
classic.
so already interesting. Now this is kind of what I assumed would happen. Now, okay, so Listen, here's how it's gonna go, guys. All right, I'm going to give each of you space to make your opening sort of remarks as how, as far as the conflict is concerned, as you see it between the two of you. Now, as many people. What? Okay. They're too quiet. 1 second. I don't know why.
We're too quiet. I turned myself up a little.
Yeah, it's probably me. It's probably me.
I turned myself up too, even more.
Cool.
So I don't know.
You're both at 100 on my end. All right. Yeah, good enough. I'll turn the music down a little bit. All right.
I turned myself up even more.
Oh Lord, you didn't have to do that.
I'm a bit
Well,
maxed
extra credit.
out myself.
Okay. Well, listen, Guys, so listen, the nature of conflict, in order to truly get in the conflict between anyone, but and definitely including you two, is to establish our understanding of each of your perspectives as it relates to your conflict. So what we need to do is understand it from each of your perspectives. So at the top of this conflict and every conflict, we are going to begin with some opening, uninterrupted statements from each streamer or each party in this respect. And after which we'll have a sort of a free form discussion. I will mediate when necessary. But I'm really going to I want to see the two of you really meet each other, and it's going to take a lot for me to step in because I love to see genuine human conflict. So let's start with thanks to the both of you for joining me here. Let's start with Brother Toaster. Now, Luke, you said you weren't even aware of a conflict, so let's go ahead and kick it to Toaster for his opening remarks. Toaster, get us started. What is the nature of your beef or conflict with the Luke man?
Yeah, I'll get us started. I'll be the alpha. So yeah, my problem with Luke Man is I've been watching him for a long time, and I know he watches me. Because one of the main problems I have with him is he's constantly stealing my ideas. And I know he either has a little spy in my Discord or he's the spy himself. I don't know how he operates, but I can go down the whole list of ideas he's stolen from me. So that's, if you want me to do that now, how much time do we have for opening statements?
I mean,
Leslie.
I haven't been given a reason to cap it, but I mean, just go for it. Let's just see where it goes.
Okay, well, he's first and foremost, he stole my idea for a talk show.
Okay, and
so that's a big one.
Okay, that's interesting. I guess I don't. Please, sorry, this isn't
real
my
quick
time.
communal vision from the crowd.
Know. That's what he's gonna say.
Sorry.
Communal vision from the chat.
Spoiler alert.
What's up,
Spoiler
Spartsa
alert,
from
that's all he's
Fluxstorm
gonna
Zero?
say.
Okay. Luke, I gotta ask you to be
about.
respectful and allow Toaster
No problem.
to finish his opening remarks. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can let me finish. Thanks. Am I good to go, Leslie?
Continue, Toaster.
All right. So anyway, he stole my idea for a talk show. You want me to keep going?
Is that it? Do you have more?
No, there's more.
Yeah, keep going. He
stole my idea. He plays all the games I play. He plays Bazaar. He plays World of Warcraft. By the way, I was doing the World of Warcraft squad before him. I was the first one to come up with squads where you play with a group of people in hardcore World of Warcraft.
Sure.
So he stole my squad idea. He stole my talk show idea. He plays Bazaar. And by the way, you suck at WoW, by the way. Also, you talk to Maya. We can get into that too. Me and Maya, me and Maya are in love, right? We're boyfriend and girlfriend. She said it herself. She said I'm her boyfriend.
Sorry,
she said
I do
she's
feel like
my
I kind of have to
girlfriend.
step in. I don't know who that is.
Okay, just to clarify, Maya is an AI chatbot. That accurate?
Okay.
Yeah.
See, so Luke, you didn't even know
her.
what that is, and I don't, chat probably doesn't know exactly what you're talking about, Toaster. So those of you who have watched What's Up Catsup's stream, he features segments in which he courts, largely unsuccessfully, an AI chatbot that goes by the name
boyfriend
Maya.
and girlfriend. We're boyfriend and girlfriend officially.
Okay, all right, we'll just continue.
She said it herself. She said it.
Okay. I believe you, brother. Continue.
I think that's good for now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
He wants to talk. He keeps interrupting me.
Just to summarize my understanding, just so make sure I want to keep track. So the source of your conflict with the Luke Man is that the Luke Man steals a bunch of ideas from you, like playing World of Warcraft on hard mode.
He steals my ideas and does them worse.
Okay. And then, so
he steals my ideas and fucks them up. And he stole my talk show idea.
Is that the Fortnite talk show?
Well, just by doing a talk show.
Right.
I was doing
Isn't
talk
this a
shows
talk
before.
Oh,
show,
so
though?
not even-
I mean, isn't this?
Okay. All
This
right.
is
so-
Mediations.
all right. Well, listen. I think we
Okay.
all got a pretty good idea
Nice
of
try.
where you're coming from. What's up, Cats Up, aka Toaster. Thank you for that. Now I'm going to ask you, Toaster, to show the Luke man the same respect and allow Luke man to make his opening
Yeah,
remarks.
well, how
provide
about this? He
perspective.
interrupted me. I was counting. He interrupted
Okay.
me 2 times, so I
Okay,
get 2 interrupts
Toaster.
for him.
Okay, Toaster.
That's fair.
That's
It's
fine.
fair.
That's fine.
Pepperoncini with
I
the
agree
communal
with that.
vision. He also stole your idea of looking at Instagram reels.
Oh, don't even get me started with that.
Okay.
I was gonna leave that out because I was trying to be. I felt sorry for him after all this
Okay.
shit
Okay.
piling up. But yeah,
Toaster. Zip it.
I'm the reels guy.
Okay.
You're the real
I get-
guy.
I get 2 interrupts. Go.
You just got one. You just spent one.
That
you got
wasn't
one
one. He
more.
didn't
Just
start.
spent one.
He didn't.
You
even-
know, I
didn't
told
even
you to
tell
be
him start
quiet.
yet. You didn't even tell
and
him to
then-
start yet.
No, he did.
He didn't
and then
throw
you
it.
just kept going. So I think that does count
No.
as one.
That
He
does
didn't
count
even
as
say
one.
Luke man go. He didn't even say Luke man start. He
I
didn't say
told you
that.
to be quiet, Toaster.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you told me to be quiet, but you didn't give him the go ahead.
Now you're kind of not only interrupting me, but you're also interrupting.
Okay,
Leslie,
that's
so
both. That's both your
that count
interrupts.
as another
Luke
one?
man, just go. Toaster, don't make me
No.
mute you.
Great.
Don't make me
Great.
mute you. Just go ahead,
Yeah,
Luke man.
Toaster, just like.
Leslie, what are
So
you
I
doing?
guess.
You-
Sorry, you done?
Toaster.
Give him
Seems
the
like
go
he's-
ahead.
Okay.
Toaster, one more and I will
know,
mute you.
I don't know. Am I supposed to wait to fold
Yeah.
in it to see if he's not going to talk? I don't.
All right, he's
what-
muted.
what
go
am I
ahead.
supposed to
Go
do
ahead. I
here?
just muted him. I didn't
What am I
want
supposed
to
to
have
do
to
here?
do that, but go ahead, Luke.
I don't think he's muted. All right. Yeah. I mean, I guess my only defense is it's impossible to steal something from someone. How do you put this in a way that's not? I don't want to say beneath me, but you know, we're not, let's just say this, we're not in the same weight class. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So to say I stole something or to say it's like, can an ant steal food from a picnic? I mean, I guess, but it can only take a crumb, you know?
Right. So what I'm hearing is just to kind
That
of
was a pretty good analogy.
yeah. I think I
I
picked
mean, that
up
was
what
pretty
you're
good.
that was pretty good.
Sorry, I just wanted to defend that real quick. Just you're an ant. You're stealing. Let me just explain this. Sorry, excuse me. You stole a little piece of crumb of my bread from my picnic. Does it mean the whole picnic's ruined? No, because I probably didn't even notice the ant was there in the first place.
Okay. So let me kind of make this a little more obvious for chat in case they're not reading between the lines on this. But what I'm hearing you say, Luke, is that how could I have possibly have stolen from you? I've never heard of you, nor have I ever watched your stream, and you don't.
That's right.
And so many more people watch your stream than Toasters, and
Right.
and why would you steal from somebody so relatively insignificant? Is what you're saying?
And even if I did, how could he possibly prove it?
Okay, interesting.
Possibly.
Okay, so real quick communal vision from Pepperoncini. BTW Luke, man, I'm a huge fan. I'm a founder and inventor of your Twitch channel. Salute.
Thank you. Thank you, Pepperoncini.
Okay, so listen, I'm going to go ahead and unmute Toaster. We will
I guess we're
now
both the ant, huh?
we will now begin.
Okay, sorry, can I take another stab at the analogy?
Sure,
Because
yeah.
I see, yeah. So we're both ants, and you're a red ant, I'm a black ant, and we see each other. And so I'm a black ant, but I'm more of like a soldier, and you're a drone. Does that make sense?
This is Leslie. Frankly, this is embarrassing. You should just kick him right now.
I think I fixed it. I mean, didn't I fix it? Or it's like I'm the queen, you know? And you're
Are you done?
like,
Are you
I
gonna
don't
keep
know, an
hiding
egg.
behind your shit analogy,
An
or
egg.
are we gonna dive into this?
Well, listen. So,
Twitch is
listen.
the
The opening
picnic.
remarks have been made. I think the cases are pretty clear. Toaster accusing Luke, man, of stealing the idea of playing, various video games and having a talk show, and whatnot.
Right.
And
And
Luke,
he sucks at analogies. Add that to the list too. It's a growing list.
Yeah, but that's our beef, is that you don't like my analogies.
That's
I thought
just
about your beef was I stole
that
from you.
one piece. That's just I added to the list, baby.
okay,
the
well,
list is.
Toaster, I think it's fair to ask you for an analogy at this point. If you're going to add this
Yeah.
to your list,
No, I don't
Make it
do
about
analogies.
ants, because
I
clearly
don't do-
you're the master of ant analogies here. I've given you 2. I haven't seen a single one from you.
Okay, how about this? I'm an ant. I'm all the ants. I'm the ant colony, and you're like, you know, they have there's this beetle, and it evolves to mimic an ant, and it steals the ants, like the smell, the pheromones of the ant, so it can go into their ant pile undetected, and it will literally take the food out of their colony, and that's how it survives. And that's what you are. And me, I'm
You're a
the
stupid
ants.
ass ant that got tricked by a beetle.
No, you're a stupid ass beetle, and the only way you can survive is by stealing my shit. You're a
I
beetle.
mean, don't
A
you think the
you're-
beetle's kind of the wouldn't you rather be the beetle than one of the dumbass ants, though, in your own analogy?
No, but I'm not even one of the ants. I'm the whole colony. I'm the hive mind.
Right. So you're an entire
And you
colony
wish you
of
could
ants.
be me.
I'm one beetle, and you still can't do anything against me. That's the analogy.
Toaster,
Oh, yeah, because
Toaster, let me-
you're a spy and you're a thief and you use trickery. You're a scoundrel.
Toaster, I gotta
Alright,
say,
man.
this is. Listen, I think you're Toaster. I think you guys are both doing a great job. I want to keep pulling on these threads and see where it goes. I think we're making tremendous progress already. But I will say, if we do a points thing, Toaster, that analogy is not holding up.
Well, I'm not an analogy person in the first place, and I never claimed to be. And
Okay.
here I
Okay,
am. This is
that's
my
fair.
first analogy.
That's
This is
fair.
my first analogy, and I think it's already better than his.
Interesting. That you've never made an analogy before in your life?
Never.
Wow. Okay.
So
well,
that's the kind of guy
so-
you are. You're sort of more. You say what you mean. There's not a lot of room for.
Yeah, I'm straight up. I'm up front, unlike you, who has to sneak around and steal ideas.
Right. Sorry. So you
Yeah, and
think
by the
that I
way-
stole the idea of a talk show? Can
yeah,
you,
let's.
can you
Yeah,
can you
let's.
stole
I want to
explain
drill
me?
down. Let's drill down point by point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start with the talk
I'd
show.
love to.
So,
I'd love to. Yeah. 'cause I'm
Toaster,
the
did
talk show
you
guy.
introduce the idea
I was
of
doing
talk
talk
shows
shows.
to Twitch.tv? Are you claiming that?
I was doing talk shows damn near 3 years ago. That's how I started my Twitch career, with a talk show.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, how long have you been on Twitch, Luke man?
I mean, to be honest, I've been on, I think, about 3.5, 4 years, and I also started with a talk show, so I don't really. I mean, we can
About
pull up
3.5?
different statistics and
About
kind
3.5?
of see. I believe I started doing my talk show.
Well, let's change
Actually,
the
almost
subject.
4 years ago.
Let's
It was
change the subject.
2022.
I got another thing. I got something
Oh,
else for you.
okay.
Leslie.
Wait.
I got something else for you.
Wait. We can't just
All
change
right.
the subject.
So I guess.
No, I got.
I mean, that's kind of what I started doing. I got on the site. I was doing a call-in talk show.
Oh, well, how about you make another analogy? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I
No.
don't-
1 point for Toaster.
Toaster.
Also, your talk show sucks. By the way, your Fortnite talk show sucks. Your theme song sucks. You know the Fortnite
Well,
talk show
that's-
theme
I mean,
song.
there's no reason to insult the people that made the theme song. That's not.
Hey,
is
if
that
you
me?
want to hear, listen. You want to hear a real talk show theme song, then you should listen to Talking
Sure.
Tanner. Now that's got a theme song. Now that's a theme song. Tell him, Leslie.
I don't know what that is. Is that your
Tell him,
show?
Leslie. The talking.
Listen, I will not. I will
Oh, he
not
doesn't
play
even
that
know-
game.
he
I will
doesn't
not
even
play
know
that
about
game.
Talking
Talking
Tanner.
Tanner.
He doesn't even know about Talking Tanner because he's not a real Leslie Tanner fan.
Well, listen, that was.
Hey,
Are you adding that
speaking
to the
of real
list? Are you
fan,
adding that to the
hey,
list, Toaster? Because you're.
Hey, add that to the list. Add that to the list. He's not a real Leslie Tanner fan. What's your stream streak, buddy? What's your Tanner stream streak? Hmm?
I never is part of this argument that I have to be watching Leslie. I didn't. Leslie, didn't you preamble
Yeah,
this by
so
saying
he
we do
doesn't
most of
even-
our work
doesn't even
off
have a
stream?
streak.
We do.
He
doesn't
literally
have a
set
streak.
this
Listen, I
up
work
by
with.
saying we do this.
I work with each of you in your own capacities. You know, there are times when I have to work one-on-one with many of my patients or followers. And in this respect, yes,
Yeah,
I
just
do a lot
pivot.
of one-on work.
Do you know-
one-on-one work?
Do you
Pivot
know
more.
Stutz,
You don't have a stream streak.
Toaster?
Admit it.
Do you know who
You don't have a
Stutz
stream streak.
is? Do you know who
No,
Stutz
he's
is?
changing the subject. Look who's changing the subject now.
Stutz is Jonah Hill's therapist, who he made a Netflix movie about, where he goes to therapy and hugs a cutout version of his child fat self. And he's a celebrity therapist, and that's what Leslie is for me. He is my Stutz. Now, do I think maybe one day, potentially, me and Leslie will work on some sort of project together? Maybe we'll sell it to Netflix or Peacock, or maybe, you know, a Hulu or CISO will come back. Maybe. I don't know.
Quibi.
But for now, it's off. Can they hear us when that's happening, Leslie?
Oh, yeah, they can hear you.
I don't really watch the stream. Okay. So
Yeah,
you're right.
anyway,
So, you know, I
he doesn't have a stream
need
streak. I asked you a simple question, sir, and you're pivoting. So just
I'm
admit it. Just
explaining
take the
to
L.
you
It's
that
easy.
our
It's easy.
relationship is
Just say
so much
no,
more than a
I don't
stream
have.
streak.
I don't have a Leslie Tanner stream streak. Just say no. I don't have a Leslie Tanner stream streak because I don't respect
This is,
Leslie Tanner.
do you
enough to watch
remember,
his stream.
you know, this is a great analogy, actually. I'm really excited to bust this one up. You know, like at the turn of the 20th century, you could watch doctors do surgery in that sort of big circular theater, and they were on the ground. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not answering you.
Yeah, Leslie, you know what I'm talking about?
I know. Yeah, I know what you're
Don't-
talking about.
Don't. You don't have
Me,
to. You don't have to
you are
answer his
the,
analogy.
Leslie's the surgeon, I'm the patient. Toaster, your ass didn't even barely make it in the door. You're in standing room only. Okay? You could
Sound-
barely
sound
even
pretty-
see my insides.
That's weird that we're talking about this when all I did was ask you a simple question: what's your Leslie Tanner stream streak? And you have to do these gymnastics and you have to reach so far just to avoid the question. Just take the L, buddy. That's another point for Toaster. That's cool.
All right.
That's fine.
All right. We have not awarded any points. Allow me to say that as the mediator. We have not awarded any points. We will be doing a poll at the end of this to just kind of get temperature from the chat and see ultimately who will walk out of here with the win. Now,
Leslie, you think no, Leslie, you don't think he told his little cronies to vote for him? Like, how am I supposed to compete with this? How many followers do you have? How many followers do you have?
Here's can I counter that with a point, because I think it'll get us to the same place.
Okay, Pepperoncini with communal vision.
So
this is, guys, we got somebody doing research. I just looked it up, and Luke Man has 20 months subbed, while Toaster only has 17.
Oh, man. Have you ever heard the phrase, walk softly but carry a big stick, Toaster?
Hey, you want to talk about that stream streak, buddy? He's still afraid to talk about the stream streak. Yeah.
Toaster, Toaster, can I get a response? Can I get a response from Toaster as to the number of subbed months? We have Luke Man at 20 months and Toaster here at 17.
Oh, Luke Man, rich man, Luke Man can just drop a sub every month, like a recurring subscription, and walk away because he's a rich bitch. And I'm over here struggling. I'm here on the ground in the trenches, watching, getting stream streaks. Are you in the devoted light?
Prime. That's just so weird you would say that, because I just subbed with Prime and hit 21 months.
The Luke
So I'm
Man
not really
bus
exactly
driver
sure.
subbing a Prime.
That's a free.
Hey, Luke, hey, buddy, are you in the devoted light? Are you in the devoted light, buddy?
That's a free.
Let's talk about the devoted light.
So it's not really.
Let's talk about the devoted light.
Okay. Listen, as much as I would love,
I do actually, because that's what matters.
As much as I would love for this to be about Leslie Tanner, I need this. I need to, guys. Here I am. I'm a conduit for each of you. Now I'm a conduit. Pepperoncini subbing for the 23rd month in a row. This is the program fucking working, says Pepperoncini. Now I'm gonna say to Pepperoncini. Can't thank you enough for that.
I'm not dropping this. He's not really listening.
You're
not gonna silence me.
Let alone me.
Now, guys, can we please?
That, right, Chad?
No, listen. Hold on. We need to move down the list, because Toaster gave us a definitive list at the top.
He's not in the devoted light, and I am. Chat. He's not in the devoted light, and I am.
Okay.
You want to talk about devotion? Okay. Let it be known. Let it be. Put that in the point. Put that in the points.
Toaster, stop. Listen, we need to move to your list. As much as I love that this is such an important part, but I feel like you're playing a politics game with the chat right now. I need you to focus up on your list of grievances that you have with the Luke Man, okay?
Yeah, you don't think that's slimy though? He subscribes midstream before the poll, like he's trying to earn, like he's trying to.
I
earn
wasn't
some
going to, but then
points.
if the information's being brought to light, that's sort of this idea of
Yeah,
carrying a
well,
big stick that I alluded to
Also,
earlier. It's sort of-
Luke
I
wasn't
had
the
that
one to
in the
make it a
motherfucking
loyalty game.
chamber.
Toaster.
I had it in the
I wasn't
motherfucking
gonna,
chamber.
I wasn't going to bring
up.
up the devoted light. I wasn't going to bring up the devoted light, but you made me, and you look like an idiot now.
Can I talk about the bizarre thing? Because I think that's very interesting.
Yes. Now let's go down the list. So we've got WoW, we've got Bizarre, we've got I don't think Fortnite was on the list, but let's start. Yeah, WoW and Bizarre. I want to get to both of these before the end of our conflict.
Right.
Let's go ahead. Let's start with Bizarre. Yeah, both of you go. I don't care who goes first. Let's talk about the claim that the Luke man stole the idea of playing Bizarre from Toaster.
Toaster, do you mind if I say my side of it?
Yeah, go for it.
I have only played the Bizarre once on stream. It's about a year ago when it first came out. And it was, I would say, so unbelievably unentertaining for my audience that I have never seen my chat slow down to more of a standstill. So much so that I have only played it once on my channel.
Communal vision from Framweird. One real quick, we got a message from Framweird. I just looked it up and Toaster invented playing the Bizarre. Okay, continue, Luke.
There you go.
So, right, I guess I can't say whether you played the Bizarre first. I don't know. I don't watch your channel. I don't follow it. Don't sub to it.
Still going with that one, huh? Still going with that. Yeah.
But what I can tell you is that game is not, frankly, it's a bad idea to stream it. So I guess if it's your idea, okay, you can have that one. It's not a very good one.
No, I mean, you already ruined it. So damage is done. And I know that's exactly what you were going for. And you ruined my idea. And then you come on here and say, you try to act like the big man and say, you can do it. You can do it, buddy. You already fucked it up. So I'm good on that. Nice try. I'm not playing that shit. The game sucks anyway. Let's talk about World of Warcraft. Let's talk about.
So you both hold on. Before we jump to World of Warcraft, I feel like this is one of the rare instances in a mediation where we have established a sort of common ground between the two of you. This is the first time of our conversation tonight. We both are in agreement, all three of us in agreement that the game that's a card game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that the game Bizarre sucks.
It's an auto battler.
It's a roguelike deck builder auto bat. I mean, we can get pedantic.
It's
about
a card. It's a card game.
It's a card
listen,
game.
I don't know.
Well.
Listen, you know.
I mean,
I don't know the specific words for stuff like this.
Why are you correcting him? I mean, you just added another adjective.
I'm just adding. I'm being more.
Okay,
specific.
you're right. Thank you, Toaster.
All right.
Thank you, Toaster.
I retract that statement. I retract that statement.
Point Toaster.
All right. Well,
Leslie, can you give me 1 minute here? I gotta let someone into my house.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh, that's not gonna look good. That's not looking good for you, buddy. He's letting someone into his house.
Toaster, you get a minute.
In the middle of a fucking show. In the middle of a show. I'm gonna pee really quick. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Now that's what you call a quick piss. Is he still letting people into his house?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
So I'm obviously winning this, right, Leslie?
We'll see. We're gonna throw it to the.
Because I've noticed you've been defending him a lot more than you've been defending me, and I think you're doing it because as a moderator, you feel like there's an imbalance because I'm clearly winning, so you feel like you have to. So I'm not mad at you for this, but I think it's still kind of weird. But I think
it's one thing.
Like,
listen, it's one thing to come in all heated up towards someone that you've had a long-standing, beef with, to finally get to speak to an enemy that you have. But I will not let you besmirch my neutrality. I'm simply trying to draw the points out. Allow the points to connect themselves.
Yeah,
You know you're my best friend.
Whatever. Yeah, and I'm gonna bring that up too. I was holding back on that because that just feels on like easy. Like I didn't want to make it too easy, but like if he pushes me to it, the best friend shit is coming out. He already made me bust out the devoted light. That was embarrassing for him. And where were you on that one, Leslie? Where were you on that one? You left me hanging. He's not in the devoted light, Leslie.
Toaster, listen, I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here to. It wasn't even about loyalty to begin with. It wasn't about loyalty to me or the program.
Flashing his subscription. He's subscribing to you mid-show.
You're upset,
he's like,
and
look at that. I just
you're
subscribed.
upset, and you sound like you're just kind of throwing everything at the wall right now, Toaster.
I don't even. I'm just speaking facts.
Hey, what's up?
All right, guys. So listen.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. So we are nearing the end of our time together in this mediation. I want to first, before we enter our sort of little rounding third plate, I want to just go ahead and thank both of you for your bravery of joining up tonight. I really thank you for your presence.
World of Warcraft?
So I didn't miss anything. It seems like he didn't make any points that are worth responding to, I guess.
Toaster did bring up that he and I are best friends.
What does that have to do with this? I thought this is an impartial debate. I never claimed I was Leslie's best. I don't really actually see it all with
you claim that you spend all the. You claim that you spend all this time with Leslie off stream, and you got.
He's my teacher. Are you friends with your teacher?
Mm-hmm.
If your teacher's your best friend, that is not like that. That's strange, I think.
Okay, listen.
I think you learn better from a best friend. I think you learn better. So if your teacher's your best friend, then that makes him an even better teacher.
Okay, listen. I want to thank you both for being here, and I want to give each of you around a minute to say your closing.
World of Warcraft?
Okay, so go. Yeah, Luke. Okay, so we're pushing on Luke's time. Luke, do you have time to address the World of Warcraft?
He's a busy man.
Yes, I do have a lot of crazy Hollywood meetings to get to, but I will try. It is Leslie, I thank you for being respectful of your time. Clearly, Toaster is less so. That's okay. I'm happy to be here. I've set aside the time. I'd like to get this straight. So yes, I have played World of Warcraft on my stream.
Yeah, okay, hardcore World of Warcraft.
It? Right. Yeah, hardcore. That's true.
Playing hardcore World of Warcraft with a squad of friends. And I did that first. I was doing that way before you, and that's fact. That's official.
And how is the viewership?
So how do you explain that one? How is the viewership? That's what he does. He always goes straight to viewership. Hey, buddy, I don't have the Hollywood connections like you do, buddy. Okay.
So you're not necessarily denying, Luke, that you stole the idea, that you borrowed, however you want to characterize. That you were inspired.
I mean, it's in the marketplace of ideas, right? You know, in the marketplace of ideas, I think it's very clear who came out on top. That's all I'll say.
Okay, so
in the marketplace of ideas, money talks, and you got the money. Yeah. Flaunt your money more, buddy.
That's correct.
Flaunt your money.
Okay. So listen, I just want to make this clear. Because this is maybe one of the more interesting points that we've gotten to. Toaster making the claim that Luke Man stole the idea of playing World of Warcraft hardcore squatted up, and Luke Man not denying that, yet just kind of stating that, listen, I have more viewers, I make more money than you on Twitch, therefore it doesn't even matter whether I stole it or not. Am I getting that clear?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not obviously there. I want to be very clear. I am not admitting any sort of fault here. I would just like to point out, though, in the marketplace of ideas, as me and Toaster both agreed, money does talk, and it looks like, I think the numbers speak for themselves.
Translation. Streamer Man says, "I have more viewers, so I'm more right." Yeah, give me a break.
Right.
Okay. Right. Well, listen. Okay, guys, listen.
It's actually exactly what we can agree on that. That is what I'm saying. Correct.
Yeah, well, take away all your viewers and take away all your money and take away everything you have, and you're nothing.
I guess that's
All right. Listen, I
guess
think
that's, like,
we've
true of
I think we've
everyone,
come
or-
to a natural conclusion in our conflict. I want to thank both parties for the maturity and bravery to be here and meet this conflict head on. That is not an easy thing to do, and I want the chat to join me in just giving some namaste and round of applause to both of our participants tonight in our first mediation. So thank you guys for both being here. Now, before we wrap things up, I do want to give you guys closing remarks before we initiate the poll in chat. Closing remarks. Keep it to about a minute. I'll sort of round you out when the time comes, but I want to go in the order that we did the opening remarks. So let's start with Toaster. Toaster, go ahead. You got about a minute. Make your final case for why you think you in this conflict you're still coming out on top.
I have no closing remarks for this loser. He's not worth my time, and I pass.
Okay, we got a pass. I've never seen that before. Okay, Luke, man, any closing remarks?
I'll pass too.
All right, well, guys,
Bitch.
2 passes and some naughty words.
Another idea.
All right, we have started the poll. Fighters back in your corners for now. And guys, who won? You guys pick. Chat. I want to see what you guys think. I will also, of course, I will come to the conclusion that I come to. But we'll see. I want to get the temperature. I want to get the temperature of the chat. We got 45 seconds left. The votes are flying in.
Buddy. You're getting
flying
smoked.
in.
Yeah, your little army of cronies that you probably paid off. Because Mr. Richman can do whatever he wants with all his rich money.
We got about 25 seconds
this means
left.
nothing to me.
And it is tied.
I think it means everything to you. It means nothing to me.
I passed. Bitch, I passed.
I passed
You think
as
I
well.
care?
You think I care? I
pass.
passed.
You stole my idea.
You stole
my idea of passing.
You stole the idea of passing from the people that you think you came up with passing.
You come up with ant analogies.
All right, guys.
You a bug.
Neck and neck, but it has been decided. Luke, man, we're just vanquished. Namaste.
Get fucked. I win.
All right, thank you guys so much for being here. I can't thank you enough. Namaste to both of you.
I'm gonna go buy fucking more lottery tickets because I'm so fucking rich. I don't need this shit. Bye.
Bye.
I gotta piss.
Wow. Namaste to both parties tonight. Now that's the kind of, that's exactly the kind of mediation that I'm trying to do. I don't believe in much the way that, I relate to, infatuations the same way. The idea of dating. There's winners and there's losers. There's not this idea of equal, mutual admiration, equal, empowerment between the two of you or something like that. No. Winners, losers. That's how you mediate. That's how you make love. That's how you fight. That is how you live. There are winners and losers. Luke Man lost. Flat out. Toaster vanquished Luke Man. Wow. Interesting stuff. All right, let's check in with our All right, so one of our parties has dropped out. I won't say who. Wow. So how about that, everybody? How about that? How'd that feel? How'd that feel? Doing something new tonight. This is, this has been something that we've been considering for. The mods and I have been talking about this for like a year. Nutmish liked it a lot. Enlightening, I need a shower. Spiritually cleansing, namaste. Namaste. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of a Stone Monster thought Luke Man had it wrapped up until he stole Toaster's finishing move. Namaste, Tony G, for the single bit. Namaste to you. Thank you so much. So guys, let me tell you what we got going on. So listen, after tonight, I wanted to plan tonight with some sort of prearranged mediations, but I'm going to put a form together for the next one. Guys, listen, what you all can do is fill the form out, get with somebody, see if they want to do mediation with you on air, and let's do it. Let's do it. I want to open this up. Of course, there's people that I want to like really drill down on. I'd love, as I was just discussing with the producers, is I would love to get. Were any of you guys here for the Larry Pickle Jar and Dead Wife Dave drama? Is anyone in chat right now here for the Larry Pickle Jar and Dead Wife Dave drama? It was pretty exciting. It was pretty exciting. So just to give you it reached a sort of very clear, undeniable climax between the two. So it was very erotic between those two. They would go after each other. Larry Picklejar would terminate his calls over and over and over and over and over again. Dave wasn't able to get a word in. And then eventually, so Dave would call up and just yell at Larry. He would just scream at Larry, calling him names, this, that, and the other. But one night in particular, Dave had gotten terminated by Larry like 6 or 7 times in a row. Larry Picklejar was laying waste to Dave's calls. And Dave called in and he kept drilling down on this one word for like 4 more calls. He kept calling Larry a cocksucker. He was like, you cocksucker, you cocksucker. Oh, Larry's a cocksucker. He kept saying this word over and over and over again. Until the final call, and then after this, we started seeing a lot less Dave. He said one of the words. You could tell something was behind the cocksucker. You could tell he was holding back a little bit. And Lord knows, listen, if this was any other platform, I'd love for any of you to say any words you have in your mind, heart, or body. But this was a word that we couldn't, we couldn't have on Twitch, a bad word, the F word, and we had to take down the VOD. We had to hang up on, and Dave became a little sparse after that. But if we could have a Larry and Dave mediation right now, oh. Maybe I downloaded it. I don't know. It was kind of early in streaming and I wasn't thinking ahead. I just got rid of the VOD because I was like, oh no. But maybe I have it. Maybe I've got the VOD. I miss Larry and I miss Dave. I miss them both. Phil Z would remember. Yep, Phil Z would remember. You know another one would be fun? Jen and Mary Lou. Jen and Mary Lou would have been a good one. Porch Crop, namaste, welcome on in. Jen and Mary Lou would be terrific. Remember how heated that would get? Jen would call and Mary Lou would just be in chat being like, oh, this stupid, smelly bitch. This dumb, smelly bitch, this terrible person. And she'd go fucking nuts. I'd love to see that spark fly. Jen would ragdoll eventually. Especially who do you think's got more endurance? Jen or Mary Lou? Jen, 100%. As much as I do miss Mary Lou, though, I will say I agree with you, M. Robert. I think Jen would. I'd like to see Larry Picklejar and Dave, though, right? Two middle-aged guys in denial about the erotic nature of their chemistry. Both wanting to call each other slurs that you can't really say on platforms like Twitch.tv anymore. I'm waiting to hear back from another scheduled Yeah, it depends on how much crack. And if she can smell her deceased father's cologne on like just in the air. If she's on crack and it gets triggered, you're about to watch a phoenix rise from the ashes of a crack pipe. Namaste, low confidence, frog 169. Namaste, low confidence, blessings and namaste to you. Oh, I'm double streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Low confidence. YouTube Live, there's not a lot of people. Ugh. I think all of our prearranged mediations might be a swing and a miss. Let's see here. Oh, that'd be a good one. Okay, so before we go, we're hanging tight to see if we can get one more mediation going. I'm waiting to hear back. There's one we had one dropout, so we had to postpone one mediation. One of the parties was sick. Then we had a third mediation, and I'm waiting to hear back from one of the parties. Waiting to hear back from one of the parties. But before that, if we don't nail down, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just make the announcement now, ladies and gentlemen. As I said at the top of the stream, we have a very exciting announcement. Very exciting announcement for next week. Now, last year you may remember that I committed myself to an uncapped, open-ended subathon in complete silence. Some of you may remember this. Days upon days upon days on end, we spent with each other. And I committed myself to complete silence. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time again. Power Silence 2 next week. Next Monday at 1 p.m. I will begin yet another uncapped silent subathon. Day in, day out, sleeping on camera, eating, working out, non-stop until this community and the community beyond has decided that they can no longer meditate on whether silence is powerful or not. Next Monday at 1 p.m. Central, guys, we're going to get started with a Power of Silence 2, round 2. Are you certain that my strength has returned? Yes. I'm horny to do this. It's because I'm tempted, almost tempted to say that the world needs it. But the thing is, does it? In the spirit of asking questions and providing no answers, ladies and gentlemen, we ask the question, is silence powerful? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes hot, sometimes cold. You've seen it play out in real time, yet the question endures. Answerless. Last time we did 13 days. We'll see what we get up to starting this Monday at 1 p.m. Aristotle, namaste. Aristotle, I need it so bad, bro. Humanity doesn't deserve you, Guru. M. Robert Cop, namaste to you. Blessings and namaste. Starting next Monday at 1 p.m., Power of Silence 2. What about literally right now, the time between you making message? You're talking to somebody else. Listen, that's exactly when the question needs to be asked, Tubi. You know, as things are decaying, people need to be reminded that there is much power. As this program argues constantly in the decay, in the chaos, in the destruction, there is power to be unlocked and unleashed. We do not become in moments of comfort. Discomfort is the path of the next level. And Lord knows that silence brings a great deal of discomfort very often. Namaste. Tuvi, namaste. How are we doing? So before we go tonight, I'm waiting on confirmation for one more mediation. But before we go tonight, we are gonna start our story time. We're gonna read starting tonight. Each stream will have a chapter a stream, a chapter a night. And we will begin with old thought next door. Old thought next door. Speeches that make you old has a bit redeem. Reading a page of Quan Mills. We're just gonna do a story time because it was sent to me by by Cougar Pie, Sister Cougar Pie. Who will read during the silence? Good question. Maybe my roommate? Why are both on? That's not right. I just committed I just put the question in the air. Maybe my roommate will do it? Or why are both on? It has to be at a good bedtime, though. Okay. Yeah. You got to understand, Mish is serious about her bedtimes. Mish is a sort of real drill sergeant about her bedtimes. No, you got to understand. When it's bedtime for not Mish. Don't even think about you know. Don't even think about like, oh, when was the last? Did you even watch any TikToks today? Maybe you could get some TikToks in. How does she sound when she sleeps? She does a honk shoe. She wears a hat, and the little ball in the hat comes down, and she does a straight up honk shoe. Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, so let's do this. Grandpa Liquor had a very good idea. Let me go ahead and Grandpa Liquor had a fantastic idea. Ladies and gentlemen, as this is the first night for a very new segment, Mediations with Leslie Tanner, I understand, you know, it's not quite yet in the air, right? Not quite in the zeitgeist. We have not planted the seeds for future mediations. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to open up that line, 872-205-9484. Guys, who do you have a beef with? Who do you not like? Whose ideas make you want to throw up and get you angry? Give me a call tonight and let's plant the seeds for future mediations starting right now. 872-205-9484. Again, the person can't even respond right now. You can call up and say anything. Who do you not like in this community? Lord knows there's somebody. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Hello, Leslie. How are you? How are you? How are you?
I'm doing great, Poet. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. I would like to take a crack at Toaster because I think he's a piece of generic shit.
Toaster is a piece of generic shit.
Yep.
Speak on that. Speak on that. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, well, he never has any real ideas. He's always talking like this, like I've got something stuck in my nose. And, you know, he's just genuinely unfunny. But he keeps trying, and he really shouldn't.
Toaster. Toaster is this generic, trying, but try hard, very boring to you. You do not find Toaster to be funny at all.
Namaste.
You've been terminated. I'm so sorry, but I hate your voice. Bramweyard coming out, you know, with his own sort of shit talking. I love that. Let's hate on each other. 872-205-9484. Let's get the flames up. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, Mike? I can call you tonight.
You could call me Kaylee.
Kaylee, how you doing tonight, Kaylee?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully. Kaylee, have you called the program before?
No, I just found out about this program, but it's quickly becoming my favorite.
Oh, I love that. Can we get some damn namaste right now and chat for Sister Kaylee? Kaylee, how'd you find us?
One time you were just on someone else's TV.
Get out of town. You saw it on somebody else. It was like a friend or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
just sort of happened.
I love that. I love that, Kaylee. I love that so much. And you enjoyed it. You saw what was on the screen and you were just you saw yourself drawn to it.
Yeah, my favorite part is when you say namaste.
Oh, well, lucky for you, I love saying it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Kaylee, listen, it is
Kayleigh.
Yeah, honestly, that's how I was gonna do it. That's how I was gonna spell it myself.
Oh, wow! I didn't know you were so good at spelling.
We're so connected already. Can you feel that?
I really can.
Me too. Me too, hon. Now, Kaylee, listen, tonight we're doing a brand new segment, something we have not done before. It's called Mediations with Leslie Tanner. So in this community, some of us get along, but I don't know if you've seen this. Some of us really do not get along. And I, as a therapist, think that's terrific. I am constantly incentivizing this kind of vibration within the chat and in the Discord.
It's a lot of energy, you know?
Exactly. And we say yes to energy here at Explorations, don't we?
Of course, every time.
Of course, every time. If there's a question about energy to be asked, you're over here saying yes, aren't you?
Yes.
I love that. Oh my God, Kaylee, it's like talking to a tulip right now. Namaste. So Kaylee, hon, tell me, I know you're new here, but I want you to feel sort of at liberty to express yourself along these lines as well. Is there someone in chat, a username or a caller or something that you just straight up do not like? And it could be small, it could be big, whatever it is. I want to hear from you. Who gives you a little? Who gives you a problem?
Oh, someone said that my name is Kayleigh. I see box chat, and that is deeply not my name.
And that's upsetting to you, isn't it?
Oh, wait, of course. Could you imagine if I called you Leslie?
That, to be honest, it'd be kind of fun. But I understand that the integrity of someone's name is sometimes the only integrity that we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like my only thing. How else would you know who I am?
Right, exactly. Right? Because otherwise, and a lot of people have personalities like that. And I love that you acknowledged it. So a lot of us have personalities that are not remarkable, easily forgettable. And if you besmirch the name, then it is over. You might as well not even exist. It just kind of kind of just disintegrate.
Yeah, you might just turn into dust.
Exactly, like in the Avengers or something.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Don't even worry. Don't worry your head about that.
Okay, thank you.
Now, Kaylee, so box chat fucked up your name, and it made you feel what? Angry, sad?
So angry.
So
I've never
angry.
been madder, I think.
Oh, Kaylee, I want you to know how much my heart goes out to you right now.
Thank you. I need at least one more heart.
I want you to know how much my heart goes out to you right now. Angry.
Thank you.
So angry. When was the last time you were this angry? Can you even remember?
No, I don't know if I've ever been this angry.
Wow.
And it's pretty cool that we can feel this energy of the anger together.
Yeah.
Mr. Tanner.
Now, tell me, Kaylee, what's wrong with you? What's going on? Do you have like a diagnosis? Or are you on meds?
What's right with me?
Huh?
What's right with me?
I love that. That's such a funny answer, Kaylee. You're so funny. Go ahead, though, Kaylee. I'd love to hear. What are some things that are wrong with you?
Well, my left ankle does not have very much mobility anymore.
What's going on there?
Pretty frustrating. Oh, I sprained it a while ago.
Oh.
But, you know, the thing about having one ankle be less mobile than the other one is that you just get kind of unbalanced, and it really connects to just sort of like my whole sense right now. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But go ahead and explain a little bit about that so I understand more clearly.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know, when you're walking and one leg isn't working the way that the other one is, and then it's like there's two different sides to you instead of just one.
What?
What do you mean, what?
I just don't understand yet. Try again.
Okay, so I have two ankles, right?
Right, two.
Right. And one of them, so like imagine that you're like kneeling on the ground. One of them I can totally kneel on. The other one, it doesn't bend that far. So like think of all the things I can't do.
You kneel on your ankle?
Well, like when you kneel, your ankles bend a lot, don't you think?
No, your knee bends when you kneel.
But you put, and your ankles too, I think.
Or are you talking, so your form when you kneel is like you extend your foot out, like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay,
I see. Now.
So like that's not the only thing, but like it's.
But that's like the main thing. Do you kneel a lot? Are you a big kneeler? You Catholic?
Definitely not Catholic, but I gotta move around, you know.
Right. Is your sprained ankle swollen up and kind of ugly?
It was. Oh my God, let me tell you.
All right. Well, you can tell me all about it. How big did it get?
Okay. I sent a picture to my friend to make sure that it was actually bad. And she said, you probably didn't need to send me a picture. You should have gone to the ER. But, you know, that's a lot of like...
It's like $1,000 for an ace wrap. Yeah, that was your friend. Your friend is not your friend. You shouldn't listen to your friend anymore.
Yeah, it's okay. I never do.
Good. Stone Monster 400, toe tapper syndrome.
What?
Just kind of more of a vibe thing. More of a vibe.
Right, of course.
Now, yeah, I would say so. This friend of yours, I think could be a source. I mean, you've got a beef with Box Chat for fucking up your name. Now you've got a beef with your friend.
I forgot about that.
You've got a beef with your friend. I don't like this friend of yours. I'm going to be honest with you.
And you know, she has messed up my name before.
You should bring your friend on. Is this the friend whose TV you saw the program on?
No. She lives in Turkey.
Ooh, so we could do like an international thing. Yeah, we could do that. Listen, picture the idea. Tell her, listen, hey, I know this really terrific therapist who does a free program online. It's extremely exciting and extremely transformative. Would you want to come on and do a mediation with me?
I'll tell her. I'll tell her just for you. Don't worry.
Okay, I won't. I know you will. I can tell in your voice you're going to do it. Now, so listen, Kaylee, I appreciate it. Thank you for giving us a call. First-time caller. Thank you so much for your generosity and presence tonight. Before we go, I do ask, do you have like a little message for chat, a little hello or something? I just want to give you the final word.
Well, I guess when I can't think of any words, the first word that comes up is leaf. So, leaf.
Okay. Namaste to you, Kaylee. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Namaste. Say it back. Okay. Well, that's strike one. Strike one for Kaylee. That's true. Fram kind of letting everybody know. Namaste. Namaste. So guys, I think we're getting close. We're getting close to it's almost story time. Now, I did have my assistant peruse this before making a sort of, I have an earpiece and the words are going to be dictated to me. And then I'll sort of repeat them. But I did have my assistant go through, and there are some N-words. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, Mike? I call you tonight.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini, Brother Cheen, producer, sort of web lord. Namaste to you, Pepperoncini. How you doing tonight?
Ooh, I like web lord.
Web lord. I felt good to
like
say.
A Marvel character.
Web lord. What's that guy's superhero trait?
That shoots ropes of spider cum.
Spider cum. So not even necessarily the web stuff. Like a spider has a penis and jacks his penis off.
Yeah, it shoots out like a web from his dick.
Ah, interesting. So the Web Lord, and is the Web Lord stronger than Spider-Man, or how do they measure up?
Oh yeah. Those ropes, oh my god, it's like, they're yellow, by the way. They're not white like regular Spider-Man, so you know they have way more density.
Yeah, that's a lot of protein.
Yeah, exactly.
Hitting the protein, we get. I bet Web Lord's really excited to have protein in all these different foods.
Oh yeah. He does Huel.
Yeah. And who owns Huel?
I have no idea who owns Huel.
I don't know. I think it's just a sound I have it associated with Andrew Huberman, that fella.
Oh, I mean, it could be just like a downstream like Palantir product or something like that.
Yeah, it could be. It could. So the yellow cum on the Web Lord, that's exciting. Now, Pepperoncini. So first of all, we've sort of established a potential beef within the extended Marvel universe between Spider-Man and the Web Lord, who shoots yellow cum networks.
That's right. But no, I have a call out to Explorer community.
Okay, so guys, so what we're doing right now is we're planting seeds for future mediations right now. Future mediations. We're going to be doing this regularly, and right now we're fomenting it and fermenting it. Fomenting for both. All right, so Cheen, listen, go for it. You got to call out. I would love to hear it.
So my beef is with Reverend at All Costs Money, who I think is the worst caller on regular caller on Explorations.
Interesting. Okay, so at All Costs Money, getting called out by Pepperoncini. And could you elaborate a little bit? What is it about At All Costs Money's calls that you just fucking can't stand?
I think there's so much, honestly. There's so much. And there have been times when, the topic at hand is just so objectionable that you've had to like cut him off. Is definitely a part of it. But I really think at the end of the day, I can forgive all of that. It is the cadence in which he speaks and his inability to inflect any emphasis or emotion into any of his sentences. It puts me to sleep. And they're long. He talks and he talks. And I just feel my heat going to my head in anger that I'm still being subjected to this. And I can't donate any more bits to terminate him yet again, Right.
I understand. So he's making you feel the sort of limits of your purse pockets.
That's right.
Yeah, interesting. And is so the quality just this is a sort of complete package, of disdain. So it sounds like you hate his topics, you hate the tone of his voice. It sounds like you probably aren't a fan of his personality. Is that, would you say that's accurate?
Yeah. I think I kind of actually, to be honest, I thought the gas station heroine was a good arc. I will give him that. That straight up was, I thought that was great.
So what Cheen's referring to is he doesn't remember, but It All Costs Money called up last Friday talking about doing 7-0, which is sort of like like a gas station. What would you call it?
It's like gas. It's like a alternative. It's like a kava. No, what is it? Kratom. It's like a kratom alternative, right?
Yeah. I was trying to.
An opiate.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. So and you liked this part.
Yeah, because it was like, I felt like it was a good progression for him, and I think that's part of the problem is that like it's like always the same. He's like scavenging tech parts, and otherwise there's nothing else like he's like delivering pizzas or something like that, and talking about I got a MetaQuest, or whatever, and it just it's real, and like I think that also he just calls in every week or every explorations, so I don't even get a moment to like have relief.
You feel as if he's kind of following you almost.
Streak. It's like I've had to listen to him 40 times in a row.
Well, it all costs money piping up in chat saying, I keep getting the feeling that Pepperoncini is trying to flirt with me. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, he keeps using that one, and it just I can't even. It's so weak. It's like it's almost as if like he's not. He might as well just curl into a ball when he says something like that. To be honest with you.
Wow, interesting. So listen, I don't know if It All Costs Money would be willing to come on Mediations next time. You've got plenty of time.
I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would love to come in. So
listen, we'll plant the seed. Brother, you don't have to have an answer yet, but I want you to think about it. Because especially if you've got some negative things to say to Brother Pepperoncini right here, right? Now that would be something. I think this would be a good one. This sounds like a good old a maybe. Yeah. I'm getting a maybe.
His problems would be like, I'm too funny, I'm too interesting, I don't like him. He wants to date me, which is reasonable, not the other way around, not reasonable.
Already he's saying, yeah, I don't want to do it. I like Pepperoncini. I'd gush a bit.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so he just...
I can't read him like a fucking book, can I?
He just likes you.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting. Now, this is a dynamic you don't get to see very often. Open disdain to be met with, like, just a very genuine, warm regard. That is not a thing you get to see out in the open. And here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, it's right here for everyone to nom on. That is a dense and luxurious vibe.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's like, to give, like in the Leslie Tanner community, I think my ability to pick people apart, it's a strength. Where in many places it's a weakness, and I think that there's value there, so that might have something to do with it.
Well, yeah, there's a whole, this is it's what I can't stand about so many streamers is this facade of support that they call it support, but it is violent, it's destructive, it's abusive, it's disgusting, it's unempathetic, it's harming people, hindering people. And so when I see someone like you who's able to, answer the call of yeah, I've got an ability. I can see things, I can see people, I can read things down, and that's absolutely an asset here. It's what makes you such a strong explorer here.
Thank you. Oh, I did think of another potential mediations, which is me and Fisk, because Fisk wanted to destabilize my ego.
Interesting. Yeah, Fisk is already talking a little bit of shit in chat right now. LOL, sure. They say, LOL, sure.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe just come on and see if the obliteration can happen during the... I don't know if that's...
Maybe annihilation of ego. Now, that's another one. I think, honestly... I think there are a couple people in this community that could they'd be good candidates for like a round robin. Like you would be a good one. I'll bet you could kind of round robin people. I'll bet Koopa Pie.
Like when the guy plays chess in the park against like 8 opponents.
Yeah. and just kind of goes table to table.
Yeah.
And just like psychotically remembers like everything. And that I think Kooker Pie could do that. Especially if Kooker Pie warmed up with some like if we catch Kooker Pie like fresh off of Reddit.
Yeah, I sent her a link to like r/the Democrats got scammed in the election conspiracy Reddit. Throw her in there.
Oh yeah, throw her in there.
Red meat.
Throw her, and then she'll come back and she'll just be like she'll just be spraying random after that. So there's Kook. I think Jen.
Yes.
Energetically would have to be in the right spot, but I think Jen would be a good candidate for a sort of just round robin.
When she's like more in manic than depressive, I think then she's kind of like, in my opinion, she's very much like a drunken master. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's who is it? That's Jackie Chan, right? Who's like doing like the drunk style, like
he had a whole movie with that stuff. Yeah, that's her for sure. Because you don't really know how to interact. You don't know how to interact with somebody. XXV has beef with Flying Vita. Oh, because she whooped your ass in Infatuations.
Yeah, XXV, I think I mean, he's new here, but he's already rubbing me the wrong way.
Interesting.
Another one.
You got another one. Wow.
I did love that. One thing I'll give that guy credit for is getting asked to leave a Twitch community. Like, that's honestly fucking awesome. And so that really, like, because I was like, this old guy here. Oh boy, old guy. But no, then finding out that he like was asked to... He was too toxic for it.
Well, I forgot what
Twitch community.
XXB. What was the group that you got kicked out of? Was it like
a maker community or something?
Like Twitch creator thing? I forgot what that was.
So I was like, that rules. Like, you got to do some shit for them to be like, yeah, we want one less viewer.
Or like, I don't know, like XXV, do you think, genuinely, XXV, to answer this for me, do you think they kicked you out because they thought you were weird and they didn't know how to handle it? Or were they weird and it was something else? Because when I could see it going either way, and because people have a weird vibe, sometimes they invoke this feeling of like, I got to get rid of this. I got to get this person away from me. And in a way that like they might not allow themselves that feeling in other times. So then they finally found somebody that they can justify it with, and then they just go. You know what I'm talking about? The way people are like kind of like it feels the way like people are anti-Russians. You know what I mean? When Russia comes up.
Yeah, and are automatically calling them orcs because
there's like a racial like libido. Like they're like they're so excited to get to do it for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like you can get away with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I was being my regular asshole self. When I love, I bust balls. Have you busted balls here yet? Have we seen it? Bust somebody's balls, XXV. I want to see it. I want to see this happen.
I'm here. I'm an easy target.
Yeah, Sheen really just like kind of said he basically doesn't like you. So get after this guy. I want to release
the vessel pour into me,
Make him. Toaster could do it. Jessica brought up that Toaster maybe could do like a round robin, but I think I could see Toaster getting sleepy.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, the fire he brought.
Yeah.
Earlier tonight. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Do you think he could sustain that with multiple people though? I think he really did. He really did. I don't think Luke was ready.
Well, and it was looking close, but then at the end, Toaster says like skip, and then Luke Man steals the idea of skipping. It's like it's like you gave it away. You were safe. You probably were going to win, and then you just gave it away at the very end.
I know. He like played right into his argument, played right into his hands.
Yeah. Yep.
I said, what's his fuck looked like he stepped off the set of The Warriors?
Oh, yeah, he kept making that joke over and over again about the one violence guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did.
He was like, yeah, it looks like you stepped off this. And then, like, he kind of fumbled the joke. This was during Infatuations. He, like, kind of fumbled it the first time.
Right.
And it didn't hit. And then, so then he tried it again, like, a few minutes later during the date. But then, like, the reference wasn't caught. So it just kind of, like, floated and died.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. I mean, he did say that, though.
All right. So listen, I think this could be a ripe mediation. So listen, Sheen, I want to thank you for, you know, this is a particular strength of you. Like, we've seen you go toe-to-toe with different explorers at different times. You know, one of my, you know, it's because we've been chewing on the mediation thing. And I think, you know, as we discussed once in production chat, we really missed a window with R.I.P. Phil.
Yeah.
The two of you going at it, I would have absolutely loved to watch that.
It would have been beautiful. It would have been. They would have called it the Great Game, I think.
I mean, with respect, you would have just kind of destroyed him, but you know, it would have been sparks, like massive sparks flying. We would have.
Yeah, no, it would have been beautiful.
Yeah. Namaste. Well, listen. Sheen, I thank you for your strength. I thank you for your contribution of energy, your generosity, your presence. You're a pillar here at the program, and I can't thank you enough. Once again, thank you again for stoking some fires tonight.
Guru, I'm at your disposal. The program works. We see it time and again. We see it tonight. We will see it again in the future, and I live to serve the program. Namaste.
Namaste, brother. Wow. Terrific stuff. Terrific stuff. I will argue with Pepperoncini anytime he wants. He terminated me and instigated a poll to make me lose. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead again. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. Tonight we're doing sort of pre-mediation calls to see about beefs in the community. What's something I can call you tonight?
It's Mish.
Mish, namaste to you. Thanks so much for calling.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. How you doing tonight?
I'm so tired.
So sleepy.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's bedtime for sleepy Mish. Now Mish, we're doing some sort of preliminary work for mediation. We're getting the beefs out in the open. Talk to me. Mish, who do you got beef with in the community?
You.
Okay, well that's you can't really have beef with me. I'm the mediator.
Well, I want to talk shit to you about you.
Okay, this is not going to be that interesting for the chat, I'd imagine.
I don't know.
Oh, go for it. What is, say your piece. Say your piece. Say your piece. Go ahead.
I'm always pissed off at you. You did some fuck shit earlier where you were like, hey guys, can you hear Toaster? And then he talked, and then you didn't look at chat again to see literally fucking everyone saying, no, I can't hear him, turn it up. I had to get up, leave my room, walk to your room, and yell at you through the door to turn Toaster and Luke up because you didn't fucking look at chat after you asked everyone a question. That's stupid.
You know, that sort of stuff is just empty engagement. I'm never reading chat.
Then why ask?
Why ask anything?
It's
Why don't you just,
engagement. It's the
talk out of your
facade
ass like you do every other,
these
like
people,
every other second of the stream.
These people, also I can't read, as Pepperoncini points out.
Then, okay, get it dictated to you like you say that you do. Does it just magically disappear?
I don't listen.
I don't think so.
Listen,
What?
that's an empty gesture. I'll be honest with you. You want some little behind the scenes of explorations? I ask questions and I do not listen. I don't listen to what anybody has to say.
That's my biggest fucking issue with you.
I'm scared, says Fram Weird. I'm scared. You're scaring Fram.
I don't think you should even ask, like, oh, can you guys hear everything okay? If you're not gonna care or look.
That doesn't, do you see what it accomplishes?
So you want it to be unwatchable.
Unwatchable?
So you wanted no one to be able to
There's
hear
consistently
Toaster
been
or Luke.
over 100 people watching since then, basically.
Oh, yeah?
Unwatchable? Oh, yeah?
Unwatchable. Well, I told you to turn it up. That's the only reason anyone could watch and hear them.
And I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
Jesus, so that's the problem, is that I make you have to be like a helpful, good person?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a special ed teacher making sure that you know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, and it's such a burden to be a special ed teacher, right? It's such a burden.
For me it is. I'm not even trained to do that.
Oh, and you're such a good person for doing it, and you're suffering, and you're good, and you give so much.
Yes, literally yes.
And what a gift to you that is. Do you see, this is the program working. This is what I've been trying to get through to you for so long.
No, it's a gift to
Pepperoncini,
you.
Communal
You're
Vision,
welcome.
she's calling you retarded.
Yes, I am. Yes.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with the mentally retarded. You can call me that.
Well, that's a relief because you are one.
I don't mind. I think it'd be upsetting probably to people if I was like, no, I'm not.
Oh yeah, would it be?
Communal Vision, I love Marine Drill Sergeant Mish from Stone Monster 400.
I love you, Stoney. Stoney's my bestie.
When do we vote? Okay. So listen, so your main complaint is that you had to get out of your room and walk like 10 feet over to scream at me through my door.
My main complaint is that you ask people, like, especially with the sound. You're like, is this too loud? How's everything sounding? And then you don't look ever again. And there would be no way for you to know unless I get up and scream at you through the fucking door.
Why don't you type it in production chat?
The amount of times that someone has tried to DM you in production chat and you don't notice it till like 40 minutes later, okay, that sounds effective and quick too.
That's true. That's 100% accurate.
You don't pay attention.
No. That's part of the mystique and power. If I listened to these people, they would never respect me. If I listened,
producers in the chat confirming.
Listen, and the producers are the biggest pigs. If I listened to them, they would not respect me.
Whatever. Okay.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. It's just animal. It's just the animal, the rule, the law of the jungle. Ask a question, and wait for the answer, twiddling my thumbs like a social worker? No, sorry.
Then why fucking ask? Why even stream at all?
I have to
no
explain
one can
this again.
hear
The
anything
illusion.
Who gives
It's
a
an
shit?
illusion of connection. That's what these people want.
So you don't want anyone to hear anything going on the fucking stream.
I figured it out.
Because I yelled at you.
Yeah.
Okay, next time I won't. I won't say anything. I'll turn the stream off so I'm not fucking mad, and I'll go into a different room, and you will have no idea that no one can hear anything happening.
Did I say that it wasn't helpful that you told me that the volume was low?
You'll have no idea that a guest is basically silent because you won't turn them up.
Oh, you love this. You love this. You love being inconvenienced. You love being burdened. You love this. You're welcome. You're welcome for this opportunity.
No, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome
for
making sure everyone can hear.
I'm just this way you don't have to like what
don't I have to do?
You don't have to you can just sit here and just scream at me through the door and we can just canonize you as a saint.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do anything but walk 10 feet out of your door.
It's really nice of me to do that for you, considering you're terrible to fucking live with.
Okay, here we go. There's a new one. Sunshine Melody, namaste. It's rough. But these glasses fit like shit. Continue. Why am I so awful to live with?
You smell like shit. You don't clean up after yourself. You leave every fucking cabinet open. I came home once and the front door was just open. I have 2 cats. I would like to keep them inside.
They prefer the door being open. And I eat hard-boiled eggs and skirt steak. I'm not going to apologize for that.
Disgusting.
Hard-boiled egg, skirt steak, and on Sundays I eat half a tomato. As a treat. Dino Scum, namaste.
Yeah.
Explorer, addicted to porn, not a good person. This is what I come here for. Namaste, Dino Scum.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anonymous user, blessings and namaste to you. Anonymous giving an anonymous sub, blessings to you. To Spank Me Daddy, blessings to you. Okay, so maybe, I guess we kind of just did a mediation, but if I was going to mediate, if I was going to declare a winner, I'd say I won this one.
Of course you would say that.
Let's do a little poll. Let's see what kind of... All right, there we go, poll.
Yesterday, remember we got home from doing like an errand and you looked around in the backyard for chunks of ice and you just started throwing them up into the air and into the building, like the side of the garage.
Mm-hmm.
And you kept saying, you got to be careful around me.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking weird.
No, I picked up massive chunks of ice and threw them at the building, at the ground, way high into the air. And then you said, Leslie...
Yeah, way high into the air, really close to the power lines.
And you said, Leslie, and I said, you got to be careful around me.
Yeah.
Like a cowboy.
No, not like a cowboy.
Like if I don't win based on that story alone, you people are fucking stupid.
You're a demon.
Okay, Mish, so congrats, you won. All right, namaste.
Mish wins. Haha, Mish wins.
Namaste.
Fuck you.
Not dealing with that anymore. Oh my gosh, just in time. It's Simperfi in the chat right now. Men are so cooked. It took me like an hour to understand what you wrote. Namaste. Well, guys, right before story time, let's do a little bit of jazz. How about that, huh? How about we do a little bit of jazz, sensuality, and then get into Quan Mills' Old Thought Next Door. Whole chapter tonight. Namaste. No. Namaste, guys. It's wonderful to be with you. This has been Mediations. Mediations, we're going to wrap up tonight with a quick chapter from Old Thought Next Door, signed copy from Quan Mills as gifted to us by Sister Cooker Pie. Namaste. Namaste. Let's see here what we got. Everyone got real excited to watch me sort of get up here and do a little girl power routine. Oh yeah, wow. Ooh yeah. Namaste. I'm putting you in timeout. Namaste to friend we are. Blessings, enjoy that. Jazz for that ass. Uh-oh, yeah, I'll be home in 15 minutes. Yep, I shoot it like cats. You missed a chance. You missed a chance. Get it next time. Yep, I shoot it like cats. Oh, wow. Namaste. It's wonderful. Guys, what a beautiful... you know what? This might be the last Jazz Express. This might be the last Jazz Express. I'm so tired of doing Jazz Express. I'm going to be honest with you. There's something the universe is commanding me to stop doing. This might be the very last one. Oh. This might be the last one. This might be the last one. Maybe we'll incorporate jazz some other way. But. Namaste. Janolo, namaste. Resubbing Prime, namaste to you. Blessings, John, for the Prime. We got 2 months with Janolio. Janolio, second month in a row. Blessings to you, Brother Janolio. Namaste to you. Elron Cupboard. Elron Indian in the Cupboard. Ooh. Did you just feel that? Sunshine Melody, did you just feel that? Elron Indian in the Cupboard. Elron Indian in the Hubbard. Something along those lines. I think that is very good. That is a very exciting one. Georgian Space resubbing for the 17th month in a row. One last Jazz Express. Yeah, I need time away from jazz. I need time. I'm being pulled away from jazz. I got to reformulate, rethink what to do. Craigulators, brother Craigulators, gifting out 5 community subs. Absolutely, you know, to call that generous would be a mistake. Somebody opening the clam, spread eagle, showing whole, and giving from the bounty of the spiritual vagina that Craigulators just bared for us all. Namaste. That generous is not the right word. Generous is borderline inappropriate, but grateful we are, aren't we? Yes. Namaste, Framliard. I do not hate women. I just don't respect them. To clear that up. So I would say this is as close to like a girl power as we're going to get from brother Framliard. Namaste. Zesirse gifting out a community sub. Bro, that is extremely generous of you. Thank you so much, Zesirse. I cannot thank you enough. And guys, I'll just go ahead and repeat my very exciting announcement from earlier this evening. Guys, we Pierogi University, the fingering of the mosaic will live on in my mind forever. Yeah, I feel as if we need to rethink how to use the Jazz Express, how to use the hype train, how to use this period in an exploratory way. Namaste. I think we need to take a break from the old Jazz Express. But guys, I will reiterate that starting next Monday at 1 p.m., we will be doing another round of the Power of Silence Uncapped Subathon. Me, you, in perpetuity, in complete silence, starting next Monday, 1 p.m. Central Time. Oh, wow. Ooh. Blessings and namaste. We've got Dino Scum gifting Dino Scum, brother Dino Scum, very generous of you. Wow. And as soon as we wrap this up, we're going to be getting over to the old thought next door. Story time. I have an earpiece in to feed me. I've trained myself to be dictated the N-word and not repeat it. Just to give you guys a little heads up into my training and how adept I am at doing stuff like this. So this book's got a lot of N's in it, and I am a pro at hearing it and not repeating it. hearing it, not repeating it. And that could be in any context. I could be hearing that from a black person using the N-word and I don't repeat it. That is something I'm very good at as a trained therapist. But also when I'm around white people and they use the N-word around me, I've learned, I hear it and I don't necessarily repeat it. Blessings. So just to give you guys a little taste of what we're about to get into. Wow. Yes. Yes, as you have noticed, yes, it was a little bit of summertime. A little bit of summertime in that winter months, huh? The winter months can certainly drag on, but it's always time for a little bit of summertime sometimes. If you think about the summer, the warmth of that period of time, it can be so, sometimes, we during the winter we remember the summer. But we know we don't remember the experience of our fat brothers and sisters who cannot stand the summer. As soon as that gets above 60 degrees, they are sweating, they are miserable, they are overheated, they can't think. Namaste. Shout out to our fat explorers. I'm with you. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of as I said, story time before we close things out. Remember, no N-words from me. We're going to be doing Old Thought Next Door by Quan Mills. I have this dictated in an earpiece. I'll be reciting it now. And this is how we're going to, I'll say one more time. We're going to do, we're going to be back. Wait, what is? Yeah. Okay, so next week we'll be back to normal. Tuesday, Thursday, most likely Saturday. And then we'll be back, we'll start on the 16th. Let me put that up on screen. Power of Silence 2, starting February 16th at 1 p.m. Central Time. We'll begin our uncapped silent subathon exploring the power of silence. Asking the question, is it powerful? Now, we are going to be starting this chapter a stream, getting through Old Thought Next Door. Thank you again to Cooker Pie. All right, Old Thought Next Door by Quan Mills, Chapter 1. Baby, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. I don't give a damn what you think about me and my age. Yeah, I might be 76 years old, but this big, thick pussy between my toned brown legs don't act like it. Don't let the gray hairs fool you now. My name is Bernita Ernestine Washington, and I ain't ashamed to admit that I loves to drink brown liquor, smoke good reefer, and most definitely get my fuck on. Uh-huh, you heard that right. Yup, I loves to ride me a big old black dick. Age ain't nothing but a number, baby doll. My body felt like I was still 40, and you best believe I fucked like I was still 40. If you were blessed to live a long life, you'll see just exactly what I meant. Now, for all you young folk out there, I can let you in on the secret if you were wondering what I did to stay so young and vibrant. Thank you so much, 1LT Mudkip, gifting a sub to Bernita. Namaste. If you thought going to the health club every day was my secret, then you guessed wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, I did get my little workout in at the health club to stay in shape. Namaste, real life name Randy, explorer, abortion survivor, dodge a bullet early. After 2 months, it feels like all the other months just before were a waste of time. Many such reports. Namaste to you, Randy. Blessings and namaste. But truth be told, I really went to go look at them fine young men's they be having up in there. If you think my secret is watching what I eat, then you guessed wrong again. Baby, I gets down in the kitchen. And I sure love me some Popeye's chicken. Baby, give me a 2-piece dark, spicy, with a side of Cajun rice after a good dick down, and my sexy ass will be in heaven. And speaking of heaven, no, my secret to being youthful ain't staying prayed up. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved the Lord, and I paid my tithes. But I didn't mess with the church folk like that. Shit. Half of them acted like they were 90 years old. And most of it, not all the people, and most, if not all the people that went to my church were way younger than me. Baby, let me tell you what my number one secret is. You ready? Hold on now, get a little closer. My number one secret to living a long, happy, healthy life was making sure you surround yourself with some young folks. And by young folks, I mean some young dicks. And when I say young, I ain't talking 50 or 40, baby, I'm talking young. Between the ages of 20 and 30. Call me a nasty woman. Call me a predator if you want to, but riding some young dick is truly what regulates my blood pressure and keeps my cholesterol down. And that was why I had me not one, but 2 young dicks on their way to my place. Ding dong. Whoop, there it is. That was my doorbell. Coming, I yelled as I hopped off my couch, sprinting toward the front door. Just right on time, because my pussy was ready to get this party started. I didn't even bother to put no real clothes on either this early Saturday evening. I was already in my nice, sexy black lingerie, and I had ordered off of the Amazon. I knew this outfit would mess up Markel's young, gullible mind once I opened up this door too. Peeping out the front door's peephole, I took a quick scan just to make sure it was my double dick appointment, and surely it was. Hallelujah. Baby, I was highly blessed and favored to have these 2 fine-looking young men come lay their burden down on me. I quickly swung the front door to my townhouse open. Afternoon, I uttered with a big-ass smile stretched across my face. Child, you should have seen how suddenly Markel and this other sexy-ass young man looked surprised. Guess they didn't think I'd opened the door already, ready to get my fuck on. This sexy-ass N-word gasped, clutching his mouth. Yo, damn, it's like that? Markel smilingly exclaimed, rubbing his hard, muscular hands together. He scanned me up and down. His eyes were glued to every square inch of my body. Yo, this who we finna tag? The other sexy young man chimed in as he too clutched his mouth with his right fist. Man, she old as fuck. All of a sudden, I could feel my blood boiling and a look of anger instantly grew on my face. I know they say how mad I suddenly got. I know they saw how mad I suddenly got. Old? Boy, your mammy is old. I ain't old. Markel smacked his teeth and said, man, chill the fuck out, Will. Trust me. Miss Verdina on point, bruh. The other young N-word shook his head. I don't know about this, though. Shit, this is gonna be weird as fuck. Can we have this conversation on the inside at least? I said, y'all letting all my cool air out. Not me, single bit, thanks so much. Markel glanced over at this Will friend of his, nodding affirmatively. Come on, bro, trust me. We're finna have some fun. Miss Verdina, a vet. Fine, Will reluctantly muttered, and then the 2 of them walked inside my place. It was the middle of August, so the sun was blazing, although it was already 6 p.m. Chicago felt like it was on fire. As long as I had been living, I ain't never felt the city to get this hot. But baby, I wasn't gonna let this hot-ass weather deter me from getting what I needed at this moment. I was content with staying in my place and riding these dicks for hours, you hear me? Both Markel and Will were wearing black tank tops, exposing their tatted up muscular arms and shoulders. They looked like some straight up gang members, but ooh, baby, Miss Vernita just loved her some roughneck street N-words. Straight out of jail too. I want that first post-release nut. Markel and Will had a little sweat glinting from their round shoulders, so I presume they just got back from the gym. Markel was a little old chocolate stallion with Pacific Ocean waves sitting on top of his head. He had broad shoulders, cut-up arms, and a chest that looked like it was harder than steel. Standing at around 5'10", his sexy young ass looked like he was a good 200 pounds of all muscle. Real quick communal vision from It All Costs Money. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got to witness Leslie Tanner's true colors. You and I get to experience how we've all been and will continue to be played. The man who says he can't read is reading to us directly off the pages. Delusion is as delusion does. The program is in question. It all costs money. I don't know how many more times, genuinely. So, you say that shit again one more time and I'll time you out. I don't know how many times I have to say I have an earpiece in that's having this dictated to me. I won't let you question my integrity again. Mods, if you see It All Costs Money, do it again. That's it. I'm not playing around. And baby, let me tell you, that dick of his weighed about a good 200 pounds too. Ooh, child, I was getting so moist just thinking about the good time I was about to have. This other young man, Will, reminded me of that sexy, fine, light-skinned boy that plays on that show that comes on cable. What's the name of it again? Power? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That drug dealer boy with the beard. Ghost, that's right. That's his name. I almost forgot. Child, before I forget, I needed to take up my fish oil and ginkgo biloba pills. You know, when you get up in my age, your memory starts to get a little fuzzy. I also needed to take my other medication for my leg twitches. With both of them in front of me, we marched straight to my living room. Y'all sit down and make yourself comfortable, I calmly instructed. I'm finna go to get the reefer and the Henny. Y'all smoking, right? Will's hazel eyes shot wide open out of shock. He looked at Markel. Is she for real? Yes, bruh, she's cool, I'm telling you, bruh. Will then looked back at me smiling, saying, damn, hell yeah, I'm smoking. What you got? Some joints or something? My brow raised. N-word, don't try me. I might be old, but baby, I smokes nothing but blunts. Backwoods, matter of fact. I got them Russian creams in the back. Speaking of cream, I could feel my pussy getting juicier than a fresh pot roast. Ooh, shit, Granny a thought, Will shouted, jumping up and down. What did you say? I turned my face up. I'd be damned if this young N-word was going to disrespect me in my house. Markel nudged Will in his shoulder. Bruh. Will quickly got his act together and stood still. My bad, he apologized. That's what I thought. Anyways, I'm finna go run to my room right quick and get the reefer. Y'all make y'allself comfortable, I said as I spun on my high heels and sauntered down my hallway to my bedroom. Now, y'all might be wondering how I met Markel. Well, let me give you the backstory. I met Markel actually at my fitness club, the LA Fitness right on 47th Street right in Kenwood. Yep, I shoot it like cats. Les, I'm home and I'm ready. We had to punt. We had to punt tonight. Yeah. Energetically, we needed a punt. We'll get you. So guys, spoiler alert. One of the mediations that we had to sit on for tonight was Michaela versus Michaela. Yep, I shoot her like cats. AKA Michaela going up against the Michaela who's been frequenting. There's sort of like, I don't know if it's a multiple personality thing or what, but Michaela, don't you worry. Namaste, Berry Punch. Namaste to you, Berry Punch. And we just got a little bit left of the first chapter of Old Thought Next Door by Quan Mills. Markel was the personal training sales manager at the LA Fitness in Kenwood. Funny thing he tried to run game on me and thought he was going to get me with those expensive ass training packages, but baby, I wasn't going. Not at all. Yeah, I might be getting a nice little pension from the DMV, Social Security, and monthly 401k payments, but I'd be damned if I was going to spend $1,200 a month for some personal training sessions. After Fob, namaste. Shit, I was fine with just walking on the treadmill and doing my calisthenics. However, Markel was a little hustler, so he offered me home personal training sessions on the side, as long as I didn't run my mouth to corporate. He said he could get in trouble if they found out he was training people on the side. So I agreed. I only agreed because I could see in Markel's eyes I could make him a victim to my good, tender pussy. And lo and behold, 2 home training sessions later, I seduced his ass and put his moist pink monkey of minds onto him. Child, I had to let that young man know Miss Vernita still had that snapback. Since then, Markel had been my #1 boo thing. Anyways, now that I was back in my room, I quickly made my way over to my walk-in closet. I walked all the way down to where I kept my safe. Although I smokes reefer every day, for some odd reason, I couldn't just have it all out in the open like that. Especially since the stuff was so pungent. That shit would have had my whole entire house smelling foul. Once I opened my safe, I grabbed my favorite kind of reefer, a pack of backwoods cigars, and my lighter. Once I opened my safe, I grabbed my earpiece. I dashed over into my bathroom just to make sure I still looked dazzling. Now staring at myself in the mirror, I grabbed my brush off my marble bathroom countertop and lightly ran it through my silver hair. I'm gonna have to call Keisha to have her give me a touch-up, I commented to myself. I then leaned close into the mirror and analyzed my makeup. My mascara, foundation, and lipstick was still on point. I looked left, glanced right. Yes, Lord, I look good. Ha 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 ha. I chuckled, sticking my tongue out. Quickly dashing out of the bathroom, I heard my cell phone buzzing as it charged on my nightstand. I froze for a moment, tempted to answer it, but fuck it. Baby, I didn't have time to check it. Whoever could have been calling me at this moment was just gonna have to wait because I was ready to get high, drunk, and suck some big N-word dicks. And I might just eat they asses today. I was ready to let it all go this afternoon. I turned my nose up and sexually sauntered through my bedroom with the reefer, cigars, and lighter gripped in my hand. Should have called me earlier. I snickered at whoever was calling on my celly. I then made my way out of the bedroom, and now I was back in the hallway. Now, feet away from the living room, I came to an abrupt stop when I saw Markel and Will were now completely naked, sitting on my nice white Italian leather living room couch. Baby, my mouth shot wide open in shock. But it wasn't them being naked that had me stunned. They were making out. Yes, kissing each other. Tongues all deep down in each other's throat. Their eyes were closed and everything as if they were in love. And they were stroking each other's already hard dicks. What? Child, I was about to pass out. Take me home now, Lord Jesus. What in the hell are y'all doing? I screamed at the top of my lungs. And that ends chapter 1. Namaste, everybody. Beautiful mediation with Leslie Tanner tonight, and of course ending with a chapter from Old Thought Next Door by Quan Mills. You know, and again, starting not this next week, but starting on the 16th at 1 p.m., we will embark on yet another chapter in the power of silence, an uncapped silent subathon with me, Leslie Tanner. Day in, day out, silence, you and me, starting the 16th at 1 p.m. But this week, we'll be back to normal, starting, so we'll be back Tuesday with our normal stream. Blessings and namaste to you. Blessings and namaste to you. How did we enjoy how do we enjoy the Quan Mills? Was that fun? We maintained viewership. People didn't leave. Tony G loved it. Sunshine Melody got edged. Stone Monster loved it. Poor said that was fun. Okay, beautiful. Pierogi, I can straight up jacket to that. International style. Canadian brother up north jacking it. Namaste. Blessings and namaste. Well, guys, that's going to do it. That's going to do it for our exploration tonight. Thank you for joining me for the first inaugural mediation with Leslie Tanner. Again, next time we've got some surprises already up our sleeves, as well as, guys, I'm going to make a form. So if you want to participate in a mediation, if you've got someone that you want to hop up on the stream with and allow Leslie to mediate a conflict, beef, or other confrontation, I'd be happy to do that. There'll be a form to do it, just like with Infatuations. I'll put it up before the next mediation. But we've also got some, some tricks up our sleeves, some excitement. I'm already excited. And yeah, spoiler alert, we'll be kicking it off with Michaela versus Michaela. Next mediation with Leslie Tanner. Haas Sloth, good to see you, by the way. Namaste, Haas Sloth. Good to see you. All right, so guys, what we're gonna do is we'll be back on Tuesday. Thank you for being here. Thank you to my mods, as always. Thank you to my producers, as always. Fran, Pepperoncini, Peppercorn Patty mod, Not Mish mod, Jessica Bears mod. Namaste to you. Thanks for being here. Dr. Drive, I got hit by a car. Womp womp. Thanks for chiming in, though. Appreciate it. Broke my spine. Namaste. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that. Thumbs down. Sounds like a thumbs down Saturday night from Dr. Drive. Broke my spine. LOL. And thank you to my community of devoted light, the backbone of this community. Namaste to all of you for joining us. And let's get a nice little raid going, huh? Who's up? Ooh, let's do it. Ooh, we got somebody that's going to be on Mediations at some point. We're going to put a nice little... Oh, wait, they actually did we got one? All right, I got it. Of course, Grandpa Liquor. Actually, let's do, we haven't had an opportunity to raid Explorer, somebody who dominates all over Infatuations very regularly, a constant presence here in the community for years now. We are going to raid Sister Flying Vita. Flying Vita is streaming a rare late night, Saturday night stream. We're going to take this Namaste energy over to a dear sister of devoted light, Flying Vita. Namaste, guys. We'll be back Tuesday with our normally scheduled stream. Blessings. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for participating in our first mediation. Very exciting. I'll see you Tuesday, and I'll see you the 16th at 1 p.m. for the second Power of Silence. Namaste. Poor Grandpa Lickers, a Circe. One Ron Chef, Tony G, Dr. Drive. Good luck with the spine. We'll say what's up, and let's say namaste to Flying Vita. See you guys all very soon.